What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. The WWE taped the 23rd December edition of Monday Night Raw at the 16th December edition, so we know what's in store for you next week. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at your Raw spoilers for the 23rd December, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Paige's complaints about WWE Backstage, Becky Lynch saving KAIRI Sane, the night Lesnar nearly killed Madison Square Garden, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more videos like this. The 23rd December edition of Raw features a special Christmas set as the show will be aired 2 days before Christmas. The first match of the night is a Christmas street fight between Kevin Owens and Mojo Rawley. Mojo gets some offense but eats a stunner and gets powerbombed through a table. The winner is Kevin Owens. After the match, Kevin Owens calls out Seth Rollins and the AOP, no doubt eager for some payback after their previous beatdown on him. Unfortunately for KO, he can't beat the numbers game and gets a pre-holiday pummeling. The next match of the night is Bobby Lashley vs Cedric Alexander. Lashley makes short work of Alexander. The winner is Bobby Lashley. Lana has a big announcement for the WWE Universe, as 30th December will feature her and Bobby Lashley's marriage. Why is WWE continuing this? The next match of the night is Drew McIntyre vs Zack Ryder with Kurt Hawkins. The match is fairly predictable, as the Long Island IZ is no match for the Scottish psychopath. Hawkins is there, so Drew uses him as his personal punching bag, laying him out before proclaiming 2020 will be Drew's year. We thought 2018 would have been Drew's year. Next up, it's promo time as Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch calls out Asuka. The Empress of Tomorrow shows up accompanied by KAIRI Sane and accepts Lynch's challenge, vowing to become Asuka 2 belts. After that, it's Aleister Black vs local talent as the Dutch Destroyer prevails in this easy win, and another local talent match, this time with Buddy Murphy, as Murphy quickly dispatches his opponent. Afterwards, Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black have a stare down as it's revealed they'll battle each other on the 30th December Raw. Black extends his hand, but Murphy isn't feeling sportsmanlike. As Murphy leaves, Black nails him with the Black Mass. After that, it's Ricochet vs Tony Nese, and Ricochet gets the Duke over him, and after that, surprisingly, an NXT superstar shows up to face Charlotte Flair. The superstar is Zack Ryder's real-life fiancée, Chelsea Green, but Green proves no match for the Queen as Charlotte submits her with a figure 8. It's 6-man tag team action after that as the OC go up against Randy Orton and the Viking Raiders. AJ Styles, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows defeat the babyface team after Styles hits the phenomenal forearm on the Viper. Oh god, after that it's Eric Rowan versus local talent. The Enhancement talent is curious to see what's in Rowan's cage, but Rowan stops him with the 2-claw chokeslams, getting another meaningless win. After that, it's Rusev vs No Way Jose. Prior to the match, Rusev tells the fans he's delighted Lashley is marrying Lana because that's the best revenge he can get on the two lovers. Rusev finishes No Way Jose with a Mashka kick. Rusev and No Way Jose are in a festive mood and celebrate after the match as they dance with No Way Jose's conga line. Well, that's one way to take a defeat. And the main event is a United States Championship match, as champion Rey Mysterio takes on Seth Rollins, who's with AOP. Mysterio looks to have things going his way, which leads Rollins' henchman the AOP to run in, leading to Rollins' disqualification. Rey Mysterio wins, but by DQ. It's time for Rey to get his beat down as Seth and the AOP quickly overwhelm him. The AOP go to powerbomb Rey through the announce table, but color commentator Samoa Joe refuses to budge, leading to the AOP attacking him and powerbombing him through the table. Elsewhere, Rollins curb stomps Rey. Now, judging by these results, it looks like a pretty lackluster Raw, and simply put, it's just a load of meaningless matches to be honest. What do you guys think of it? Are you still gonna watch Raw? But that was Raw's results for the 23rd December show. Let's move on to the news as our first story looks at Samoa Joe's babyface turn. Now prior to his broken thumb, it looked like Samoa Joe might have turned babyface. Recall that when Rowan tried to kill Roman Reigns by driving a car into Roman's car, that Joe showed up to check on the big dog's status, leading some to believe Joe might ally with Reigns. While that didn't happen, it looks like Joe is ready for a full-blown babyface turn after he refused to back down from the AOP on Raw when they tried to send Rey Mysterio through Joe's announce table. Adding Joe to the fight against Seth Rollins and the AOP should make for some fantastic matches, especially if the WWE pushes Joe rather than the way he's been used for the past 2 years. His strong style could make for some great matches against the similar style of the AOP, especially if Joe were to team up with someone like Aleister Black. Next up, the night Lesnar almost murdered Madison Square Garden. Bill Goldberg recently appeared on the Broken Skull sessions and had some interesting memories of his match against Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 20. Goldberg chatted about the match, which happened to be both men's last match in the WWE at the time. In true form, the fans mercilessly derided both men, as they were well aware that they were both on their way out of the WWE. Goldberg recalls, "I thought Brock Lesnar was gonna kill me because he was so mad. I was like, where am I? What's going on? I thought I could get him riled up and we could just go. It fed me. We should have just gone into the crowd and started tagging people." A Goldberg vs Lesnar feud would have made the match more interesting, as it turned into a snooze fest other than the fans' taunts and boos. If you haven't seen the Texas Rattlesnakes' new program, you might want to check it out. Steve Austin's new show has provided wrestlers a chance to open up about historical matches and the stories behind them, and could become one of the highlights of the WWE network. Next up, Becky Lynch saved Kairi Sane. Now, many people who watch TLC are not happy with Charlotte Flair after she failed to recognize that Sane had suffered a possible concussion during the bout and was noticeably struggling to lift her when she executed a powerbomb. Well, to be honest, Flair doesn't deserve most of the blame, as the referees who are trained for these type of situations should have realized something was wrong. The only person that knew something was wrong was Becky Lynch, as footage exists of Lynch helping her out of harm's way. The footage caught by a Reddit user shows Lynch rolling Sane under the ring to protect her from the rest of the action. But when is Kairi Sane returning to the ring? PW Insider's Mike Johnson reports that Kairi Sane is expected to be back in the ring for the 26 December WWE live event at Madison Square Garden. Next up, Paige unhappy with WWE Backstage role? As we noted in our post-Raw news, Paige won't be on this week's edition of WWE Backstage, and we hinted that she may be paying the price for criticizing the current direction of the women's division during her recent appearance on Corey Gray's podcast After the Bell. During the podcast, Paige also expressed her frustration working on WWE Backstage in terms of her freedom to express her opinion. "I wish I got to have more. Sometimes you get a little pulled back. Obviously, with Punk on the show now, since he's working under a contract with Fox and not WWE, he can voice a lot more opinion. I would love to go in a little bit more. I love to talk crap, and I feel like the crap that I talk is what the people say anyway. It feels good, but I wish I got to do it more." While WWE Backstage isn't going to be a free-for-all where its host can say whatever comes to mind, do you think her recent comments have anything to do with her not being on this week's episode? Next up, Paul Heyman loves using enhancement talent. Are fans wondering why WWE had so many enhancement talents appearing on Raw? Needn't worry that the WWE has released its many Raw superstars, forcing a need for new faces. Well, according to Diamond Dave Meltzer, Heyman likes to use enhancement talent as he sees it's a way to get over the Red Brand stars. The new thing, one of the things that Paul Heyman is trying to do is get people wins. So they're doing a lot more of these 1 and 2 minute matches to get over these finishing moves and get people wins. The problem is that enhancement talent doesn't seem to be helping superstars get over. As we noted in our analysis of the 16th December Raw, the Viking Raiders are barely over, despite being Raw Tag Team Champions. Eric and Ivar have failed to connect with the fans, largely because they haven't had any good opponents up until their current program with the OC. The WWE needs to reconsider its overuse of enhancement talent. Otherwise, we might as well call Raw Main Event. Next up, Matt Hardy puts over Ricochet. While Matt Hardy seems to be doing the time-honored tradition of putting talent over on his way out of the WWE, he's keeping a good attitude about things. Matt battled Ricochet in the 16th December Raw Gauntlet match to determine the #1 contender for the United States Championship, counting the lights for Ricochet. However, Matt had nothing but good things to say about him. "My brother, love that I got to work with you last night. You are absolutely incredible. In a perfect world or a broken universe, would have a lengthy rivalry. And yes, you brought out my spot monkey addiction. Damn you. I'm so happy you found success in the great game." But there you have it, guys, your Raw spoilers for 23rd December Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.